Hello everyone. How are you all doing today? I'm Nisha Sanjeev, a transformation strategist and founder of Hue, a person passionate about practical spirituality. This video is part of my conscious transformation series. I may sound like a broken record when I say we are going through unprecedented times and it calls for transformation in each one of us, but that is the truth, that is the fact, so I'm going to speak about it yet again. Look at the chaos. Look at the chaos around in the world, be it any region, be it the US, Europe, Asia. There is so much of hatred, so much of divisiveness seen all around us. Have you seen such venomous behavior before in your lifetime? I'm in my mid 40s and I haven't seen such deep hatred and such deep divisiveness and venomous behavior before while I was growing up. No. There has always been that superiority fight, that ego fight, but now it has gone on through a whole new level. For example, look at what's happening in India. When I don't discuss politics, I keep politics away from all my channels. It was a deliberate decision I took when I quit journalism. But today I want to touch upon it just to drive home the point about the intensity of divisiveness that has surfaced around us recently. Democracy and secularism has become a joke. Mainstream media has forgotten what ethics is. And if you've been following the recent Bollywood fiasco, oh my God. I wonder how some so-called celebrities can fall asleep at night. What would their mental state be, their energetic space be? Even if they can't spare death. Sad. And then you have the masses, common laymen, who are so, majority of them who are so unconscious that they are swept by their idols. It seems like there's no more individuality left. They don't have any individuality. There's no semblance of reasoning power. Think of that, what's that called? QAnon conspiracy theory. My God, it erupted in the US. It's so alarming, and now it's spread down to Europe. It's as if the filth, the dirt, the scum is all coming up onto the surface now. Right? This is what I say is a period of transformation. When something is being churning, when you are sieving something, when you're mixing something to separate, I don't know how to explain this. I hope you're getting that. When something is being churning, that's when the mirth and the dirt and the filth comes up on top. That's what is happening now if you look around. And that is why I say it is called a period of transformation. Collectively, for nations, for Mother Earth, and individually for each one of us human beings. Like a churner at the construction site, where you have this huge cement mixers. It's something like that which our planet is going through, that sort of churning. And so are people. And that needs to stop for some semblance of normalcy. Right? Similarly, as people, why are majority of us behaving the way we are behaving? Because they're not grounded. That's why. It's like kites. The kite festival that happens in January in India. Kites, hundreds of kites are there up in the sky, and those that break loose, they get entangled with the hundreds that are up in the sky, and they flutter around, and then they drift off, and they get torn, and they land in places far, far away from their owners. It's something like that. What's happening to most of us today? Most people today are not grounded. And they are lost in the popular narrative of the few influential people, be it politicians, be it celebrities, who themselves are not grounded. So, can you imagine the chaos? The politicians, the celebrities, the influential people, the authorities, people, leaders who need to lead and pave the way, who need to be examples, they themselves are not grounded. So, they are fluttering all around. And then you have these huge masses of people, laymen, who are not grounded, and then they are entangling. That's a chaos around. So, how long? This is a question I get asked when I explain this. How long will it last? I don't know. I don't know. There's a beautiful explanation by Eckhart Tolle. You can check it out on his site. He says, it may take 1 year, it may take 10 years, it may take a century. But this is a period where you will catapult to a better period. This is a transitionary period, he says, from here where we will catapult to a better place. It's like for a catapult to be effective, you pull back, you put the tension in, and then it jumps forward. So this is that period we are going through. That's his explanation, and I find it very reasonable. I buy that. I subscribe to his explanation. You can check him out, Eckhart Tolle, the great master. So I don't know how long this period is going to last, how long this phase of uncertainty and hatred, each one trying to prove their superiority, going to last. No idea. But all I can say is this period, this transitionary period is giving us a sign of hope. How? With the great COVID-19, with the great Corona. Corona is such a leveler. The virus has no differentiation between black and white, or Hindus and Christians, or Buddhists, or minorities, or superpowers, or destitutes. No difference. Corona cannot see the difference between anybody and anything. Everyone is affected. And if the other does not want to be affected, they have to take care of the other person. If I need to be COVID free, I need to ensure the other people around me are healthy. It's a big, huge lesson which very few see, but that is the way forward. This cycle, this phase of hatred and divisiveness will settle when majority will understand this truth, that we are all one. If we need to survive, the others need to survive. If I need to live peacefully, people around me need to live peacefully. When that truth is got, this phase will come to an end. This churning, the cement mixer will stop grinding and growling. Meanwhile, my request to you, my suggestion, my humble suggestion to each one of you listening is to stay grounded. Stay in your power. Disassociate from the chaos around. Pray if you need to. But when you're praying, command and demand to be grounded. Why do I say so? Because you are the sacred thumbprint of this universe. You are the child of the divine. So you need not plead. Will a child plead to his or her father and mother? No, they will demand. The little kid will demand. So also ask your divine, ask your God, ask the universe, whatever you're calling that higher power. Ask, stand in your power and command and demand that you be grounded and that sanity be given to you in your thought, in your space of, in your mental space and in your energetic space, and listen to that voice when it comes through. Insecurity is a root cause for all the divisiveness that we're seeing around, for all the hatred, for all the venom that you're seeing around. Be it in politics, be it in the entertainment industry or the Bollywood or economy or the job scenarios, even your own little fears of you, how you take sides without knowing the details threadbare, how you jump and take sides with the narratives that you hear, adding to the negativity around. So once you're grounded and you are in your power, you will no more be insecure. That is the number one trait that you need to build. That's the number one space that you need to get into if you want to disassociate from the chaos around and lessen the impact, your contribution to it. And my second suggestion, my second request would be to stop reacting to the noise around. Pause and respond, be it on social media, be it on mainstream media, be it when your friends call you to update on things. Please pause before you respond. Ask yourself if your reply, if your comment, if your reaction, even those emojis that you post, is it going to help someone? Or are you just going to add more to the noise? Example, I have my family groups who so dedicatedly, some family members in my family groups dedicatedly post COVID numbers. I get it on my gadgets. I get it inside of my palm every day, morning and night, by the hour. But they have to take a screenshot of it and put it on. Why? To instill more fear when you read it? Oh, you might be busy doing something. You might be having a good laugh, watching a movie, and then you see this ping on your WhatsApp, and then you say, oh my God, numbers are increasing. Now what's going to happen? Will there be more job cuts? Will the salary be cut? Will my child be able to go abroad? All such things goes on. Why? I see memes of Kangana and Riya Chakrabarti every single day at least in 2 of the groups that I'm part of. And then there will be a chain of comments below as to how one is right, how one is not right, and how they are going to celebrate now that Riya is arrested, and what is going to happen. How is it helping? So check before you forward. If it's helping you cleanse your energy, cleanse your mental space, even if you don't bother about others, first start with yourself. Is it of use to you? Yeah. And this takes me to my third suggestion, my third humble request. Maintain your boundary, your energetic boundary with the chaos around. But now, because here now with the lockdown and with social distancing, there is no more physical boundary required. It is the energetic boundary that is so very essential because our mental space is fucked up. So get that energetic boundary around you. I have people boast, oh, I don't watch the news anymore. Bullshit. That's no solution. That's escapism. You, of course, you don't bury yourself in news 24 hours a day, but you need to know what's happening. You're a human being. You're here. This is where you live till you die, and you need to know what's going on around. So watch the news, take or read the news, or get that news once a day or twice a day. It is needed. And these are the very same people in different groups getting their nuggets and commenting and sharing. So don't. The more you try to keep away from something, the more you will seek to find out. No, it's like diet. I'm going to give up sugar from tomorrow. I'm going to give up ice cream. The morning you get up, the first thing the thought will come into your mind is to have an ice cream. It's the same. I'm not going to watch news. No, it won't work. Number one, it won't work. And two, it is foolishness on your part. Instead, my dear, bless Mother Earth. Bless Mother Earth. You and me, we are powerful. Our hands are powerful. Our palms are, what did I say, harmful? Powerful, sorry. We are such powerful beings. Ground yourself. Center yourself. And intent and bless. Your thoughts are so powerful. Bless Mother Earth. It requires. Mother Earth requires all our blessings. And this is something I practice now because I get so rattled with certain things that is happening around. This is what I do. It works wonders. I recommend you do too. All these sucking politicians and sick celebrities, when you watch them, bless them. That's all. Don't comment. He is doing right, she is doing right, that party is right, this party is right. Yes, she should be arrested, that person should be caught now. That is wrong. They should have done it this way. Listen, bless them. Bless them. That is how you protect yourself. That is how you disassociate yourself from the chaos. That is how you create your energetic boundary. And that is how you do your bit in spreading some love and some light to the world. It's become a long video, so I'm stopping here. See you in the next conscious transformation series next week. Until then, be happy, be peaceful, be protected, and spread some light and be in light. God bless. Be happy.